Woo boy. I think if you have a Pokemon card business or really any collectibles business or any kind of side hustle, even if it's out of the collectible space, that this one thing has potential to completely destroy all of it. I really, really believe this. And so hopefully in this video, I'm going to shed some light on it. And this one thing that I'm talking about is burnout. So we're going to talk about what causes that, how to avoid it, all of those things, because I really think if you can't get this figured out, it's going to sneak up on you. It's going to creep up on you. And then all of a sudden, whatever you've been trying to build is going to be destroyed, or you're going to step away from it, or whatever that looks like. But if this is your very first time here, what's up? My name's TJ. I run a business called PokePastor, TCG, where I run a six-figure Pokemon business here in Minnesota out of my basement. And I do this all part-time. I've got a full-time job as a pastor, hence why my store has this name, and I'm married. I've got 3 kiddos, and so things are busy, but somehow I've still been able to, find this or create this business where I do about $25,000, 22, 25,000, something in there, of sales every single month. And I make YouTube content. So if you are looking into starting a Pokemon card side hustle or any kind of collectible side hustle, I've got all sorts of videos on how to get started on TCGplayer and how to get tons of tips and tricks. So make sure to check out all the videos I have available. But we are well on our way to 3,000 subscribers. So thank you so much for watching, for hanging out, for leaving comments, for liking the video. Obviously do all those things right now, but especially on this video, because right now I'm giving away this. Glare, you can't see it. This is a Destined Rivals booster bundle. Is the Giovanni's Team Rocket's Mewtwo in here? I don't know. Could be, could not be. I'm not going to find out, but you very well might, because if you leave a comment on this video, you make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, and you like the video, then you are going to be entered in that giveaway. A week from today, I will give this away and ship this to you free of charge. So, maybe there's something cool in here, maybe not. You can do whatever you want with it. You can open it, you can leave it sealed, you can throw it in the trash. I don't care, whatever you want to do with it. But that's what I got for you. So let's hop into this and talk about burnout. So maybe this is a bit of news for you. Hopefully not, but the collectibles business, running a Pokemon card side hustle, Magic side hustle, any kind of, something in this space is a ton of work. There is so much to do. There is so much that you can do. And initially, you're going to be running on that passion. And I'm still passionate about it, of course, and so are you probably, but initially you're in that, honeymoon phase, if you will, where everything's fresh, everything's exciting. You're seeing all these cards come in. It's like, wow, this is sick. This is amazing. And so you're not really going to get burnt out when you're starting, because you're still getting that exhilaration of the dopamine hits every time those sales are coming in, zzz, 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 your phone's vibrating and you're like, oh man, people are buying my stuff. Wow, I made $1,000 in profit last month. Holy smokes, that's crazy. I'm selling Pokemon cards. Trust me, when you're in that season, holy smokes, how special is that? It is really special. I just remember when I was in that spot, it's wow, this is really cool. I can't believe I get to do this, right? And I still sometimes have to pinch myself and be like, wow, can you believe you have a side hustle where you make, a decent amount of money selling Pokemon cards? But it definitely does fade away over time, right? It's the first time I held my wife's hand when we were dating feels different than when I hold her hand now. That doesn't mean that I love her any less. It just means that it does feel different. That's just how relationships work. That's just how that's just part of life. And so with that, as that honeymoon stuff fades away and you are more used to your phone blowing up all the time, or more used to making some additional profits or whatever, you can get burnt out. I've seen it time and time again with people where it's all of the work that goes into having a Pokemon card business just seems like it's too much. And they're like, man, I don't really need that extra money. I'm not really getting the same level of fulfillment out of this that I used to. I think I'm going to step away. And I love doing this so much, and I love making content so much, and I love sending out cards so much, and the whole process, buying cards, to where I don't want to have to step away because I get burnt out. So I'm trying to be intentional about making sure that I don't get there, because like I said, life's busy. Holy smokes, there's all sorts of stuff going on. Like I said, I work at a church. I lead a big church and a big team of pastors at the campus that I work at, and so there's always something there too. And so these are some of the things that I am keeping at the forefront of my mind when I feel maybe this is getting too much, maybe I've bit off more than I can chew. And so the first thing is that I'm reminding myself, that I want you to remind yourself of to avoid burnout, is remember and remind yourself that it is a journey. Regardless of where you are on your seller journey, regardless of where you are when it comes to starting your business, you're not going to hit 6 figures like that. You're not going to hit 7 figures like that. You're not going to hit level 4 on TCGplayer or become like a top seller on eBay or whatever that whatever the title is over there. It's going to take time. And unfortunately, one of the weird things with social media is that, you see people, maybe like myself or other people who make content, and it's like, wow, they've got this, 7-figure Pokemon business or 6, because everyone wants to talk about, flex their numbers to like prove credibility, which, I mean, I did that at the beginning of my video, right? Like, and I'm not doing that to be like, hey, you guys suck, get on my level. I'm doing that. Well, most people do that because it's like, hey, I've built something like this, so I'm credible to tell you what I've learned. And so sometimes that comparison can just make you feel like you're not enough. And so it's like, man, I've been at this for 6 months. I was really hoping I'd be farther by now. And so just don't compare yourself to anyone, and remember, be like, hey, it takes time to build something special. Anything that is worthwhile, anything that brings fulfillment into your life is going to take some time to build. So remind yourself that it's a journey. And if you're not exactly where you wanted to be by now, don't let that discourage you. Maybe let that light a fire under you to press on, to keep going, to list more cards, to sort more cards, to buy more cards, to ship more cards, to do all of the stuff to keep that fire lit, to keep that passion going. Remind yourself that it's not going to be built in a day. Nobody was buying $8,000, $10,000, $15,000 collections on week 1 or month 1 or sometimes even year 1. Everyone is at a different spot, and so wherever you're at, don't let that discourage you, because where you're at right now does not determine where you're going to be tomorrow or the next month, the next year, all of those things. Another thing that I remind myself of is that there is always something to do. And what I mean by that is just because there is something to do does not mean that I should or that I have to do it. And this is really, really hard, especially if your internal temperament, if your wiring is like, I want to do all the things. Okay, this order's going out over there. Okay, man, what about, okay, I just picked up that lot. Oh, holy smokes, I have 200 cards over there. I really got to sort these. Like, these are just sitting there. Like, I got to list those and sort those because otherwise, like, they might drop in value. Oh, crap, I picked up that sealed collection. I haven't listed any of that stuff yet. Like, oh, I've got, 200 plus jumbo cards that have just been sitting there. Like, I need to list those. Like there's always something to do. Bulk, like I could be sorting bulk. I could be sorting bulk for ages. Just because you can do something does not mean that you should. In fact, sometimes you should do nothing. Sometimes you need to take a break. Because let me tell you, if you don't ever take a break and you don't ever spend an evening hanging out with family or watching anime or whatever it is, then the whole system, the whole business that you've been building might come crashing down, because some of those important things that you're neglecting might side rail things. For instance, if I'm always grinding, I'm always doing card stuff, and I'm never spending time with my family, and I'm never spending time with my wife, right? Marriage is really important for me. And I start to feel like my marriage is being damaged. If I were to feel like that is the case, it would require me to step away from this. And I love this a lot. So in order to make sure that I don't get there, I have to take breaks. I have to prioritize the things that are important. That does not mean that there's not things to do. It's just that I have to say yes to the better thing. And the better thing is my marriage, my job, my relationship with my kids, my role as a dad, all of those things, right? My relationship with God. Like, I think those things are more important than my card business. And so I have to treat them as such. So yes, those jumbo cards, unfortunately, are sitting there for now. Some of this stuff that I have to do, it's got to wait, because if I just keep grinding and I try and do it all, I'm going to burn out, and I don't want to burn out because I want to keep going. So for you, yes, there are things to do. Yes, there's something else you can be doing, or you might even feel like, hey, I ought to be doing this. I should be doing this. But hey, sometimes you might just need to take a night off, crack open a couple Diet Dews or whatever, your drink of choice is, get some good food and watch Solo Leveling, right? That's the show that I'm watching right now. Everyone's been saying, watch it. Well, I just finished season 1 and it's sweet. I grew up playing video games, so it's like, yeah, it's epic. Sometimes you got to do that, right? Is that helping my business? Not in a direct way, but is me having time to recharge helping my business so I don't like burn out and the whole thing crumbles? Like, yes. And so remind yourself that is okay. Sometimes you have to press pause. And then this last thing is really, really important too. You have to be acutely aware of the things that drain your bucket And you have to make sure to balance out those things with things that fill your bucket. So if you are in the collectibles business, there are probably some parts of it that you love, that really, like, when you do it, it doesn't feel like working at all. You love it so much, like it never feels like a chore to like knock out this task. On the other side, there are probably things that are part of your business where you're like, hey, when I'm doing this, it drains my soul. I feel my life being like sucked out of me. Like when Hercules fell into like the Lake of Souls or whatever in the animated movie. I think this is the second time I've made an animated Hercules reference on this channel. Whatever, it doesn't matter. And you like see him like start withering away. Like sometimes you might be doing something and it's like, hey, this is what's happening to me. And for me, that's like sorting cards. Like when I'm like with this card sorter over here and I'm like, okay, A, B, okay, this is Darkness Ablaze, Rebel Clash, oh, those sets suck, no one wants those. Like when I'm sorting that kind of stuff, my soul gets like sucked out of me a little bit. So if I'm just doing that stuff and I'm not doing any of the stuff that I like, the stuff that I like is this, right? Talking to a camera, recording content, helping you guys build your business. I love that stuff. Buying collections, negotiating with people. I love that kind of stuff. Doing the live stream on Sunday nights and sending out orders and like focusing on building my online brand. I like that stuff. You know, figuring out, honestly, tinkering with the sorting machine that I have over there. I enjoy that stuff. And so I have to balance out the things that I hate with the things that I love. Because if I just do exclusively the things that I don't really like, then I'm no longer going to like this. And that's not going to be good because I'm going to burn out and I don't want to burn out. And neither do you. So again, those are the things that I want to leave you with to help you avoid burning out. And, you know, honestly, specifically, I'm talking about cards, I'm talking about collectible business, but this could be anything. This could be any asset of life, any asset, any facet of life, any area of your life, could be your career, whatever it is. Remind yourself that it's a journey. There's always something to do. There's always going to be something to do. Remember to take breaks and then balance out the stuff that drains your bucket with the stuff that fills your bucket so that you can be pouring out instead of just constantly getting drained. So yeah, that's what I got for you guys. I don't want to burn out. I don't want you to burn out. I want you to hit 6 figures, 7 figures, however many. I want you to outsell me. I want you to build the best, you know, card business, collectible business. Do whatever you can. Be the best at it. And I want to help you get there. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Remember to subscribe to the channel and leave a like on the video and a comment down below to be entered into this giveaway because I got a feeling it sounds like Giovanni's Mewtwo, Team Rocket's Mewtwo's in there. I don't know. Hey, I believe that Jesus loves you, that he's got an incredible plan for your life. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.